Hola, LETHO. I am LETHO, aka also known as Mahadi, not Mahali, because I'm from the beautiful country, the beautiful mountainous country, Africa's Switzerland, Lesotho. We don't have D's, we have L's, but we have D sounds, so we use L's for the D's. Yes, very confusing for the DI and the DU only. A mini education for you. Thank you guys for joining me on my channel. Welcome. If you are new here, mwah, mwah, mwah. Join the family by hitting that subscribe button. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. Woo! Look, I'm very excited. I'm using my mic for the first time. My number one fan who bought me the ring light. I know. You bought me the ring light and the mic. I've never used the mic before. I am today because since I spoke to someone about how these mics work and everything. So I did buy the two mics that I used when we did like the after marriage session. Healing from divorcees to divorce. I still don't know what to call that series, but I'm doing that series and I got mics for that. And I was like, oh, so it's this straightforward to use these mics. And so I went to get the one person mic that I've had all these months. So thank you for the mic. Right, guys, let's get onto it, shall we? I am trying to not mumble too much because I'm trying to not have to edit this because, yeah, long story. You don't need to hear those details, but welcome guys to my channel and thank you for joining me once again. I love you guys. You have no idea how much I love you. I've been so tired. Even now I just push myself like, okay, let's beat the face up and do the thing. Let's do the pots. Let's make the things happen because, content. So we're doing the Q&A today. We're doing a Q&A and let's get into it. Right. I'm gonna have to edit. What did it cost you? We're doing the divorce Q&A. What did it cost you? Oh my goodness, I should have thought of these answers. It has been the most expensive process I've been involved in. Unnecessarily so. I remember him saying, let's not use lawyers. Let us just do this thing a certain way. But of course, he's not a man of his word. Goalposts forever changing and worst decision ever to listen to him. So it has cost me my family. The divorce has cost me my family. It has cost me my dreams. It has cost me my visions, my hopes, my plans for my life, for my family's life. It has cost me so much. The pain I've gone through, the hurt, the betrayal, but I don't feel it has cost me myself. I feel I've gained myself as a result of the divorce. It has cost me a lot of money. I know I promised you guys a divorce cost of divorce video. I think it will be proper to do it once we're done with the settlement. I was hoping by the time we get divorced we'll be done with the settlement, which would then make sense for me to talk from a point of experience, like what it cost me and what initially was the focus of the cost. So because the settlement is not done yet, it's not quite over, but That's what the divorce has cost me. Are you getting something from the divorce? Did you fight for spousal support? Okay, this one I responded already to the person who asked me this. I can't talk about it here until the settlement. Are you planning to get married again? I'm not planning to get married again. No plans. But, oh my days, I have a special friend. And he wants to get married. For me, marriage terrifies me. Marriage terrifies me. I am afraid of marriage. I'm scared of marriage. So perhaps in a few years, because I have plans for my own life, perhaps once I feel I'm in a position of readiness for that type of commitment, perhaps then, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, we're still getting to know each other, and who knows? I don't know. But no, I'm not planning on it. Because the question was, do I plan to? No, I don't. But I most likely will remarry. Yeah. Oh, this one. I'm watching your videos now and I'm amazed how strong you are. Thank you, sis. Was once engaged to a narc for 2 years. I almost didn't make it out alive and we were not even married yet. Took me years to get over it. Now I'm married and every day I can't believe that there are good men like my husband out there. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing that. This was not a question, but thank you so much for sharing that, because that is very, very encouraging to myself and to many other, I want to be positive. So I don't want to say pre-loved, pre-married, discarded. To the many other, I don't want to say survivors, but to many other of us, to a lot of us who have lost the dream. This is very encouraging to know that you can have another dream with someone else, and there are people out there that will treat you the way you deserve, with dignity and honor and respect and love. Did you feel it's just easier to stay versus to leave? This person asked 2 questions. How are you coping? That's the second one. Okay, so I think this person has not watched, I think you haven't watched my video, all the videos over the months. Well, it's been over 2 years since I started talking about this, since my husband wanted a divorce. So he left. So definitely, so was it easier to stay or leave versus leaving? It was definitely easier to stay. I didn't leave anyway. Ultimately, I did not leave. He did. So for me, by the time he left, I was happy. I was happily married. So I wasn't even contemplating leaving. But once upon a time, there's a time in our marriage when I wanted to leave, but it was so hard. And there's a time where during that time, I planned that I'm going to finish my studies and then I'm out of here. I mentioned this in my book, which I'm still writing. That was the plan. But somewhere along the way, I fell back in love with my husband. He changed and I felt loved. I felt this person wants to be here. I felt like I was in a marriage. And therefore, we took all those thoughts outside the window. Before that, we were very much on survival mode. It was very much, right, let's be financially stable and let the kids finish school and be out of here. Because I could see there's nothing here. But after that, there was very much something. at least from my side, but obviously there was never anything from his side. But that's a topic for another day. And we're okay. Hey, we're okay. There's actually a question here that asks me if I'm okay. How are you coping? Oh man. Okay, this question could be, what are my strategies, or how am I doing? So I've been going through therapy. I went through therapy from the moment he left. And the main thing I went to therapy for was to get help to not beg him. Because that's what I always did when he wanted a divorce. When he had wanted a divorce in the past, we'd just be begging like dogs. And he loved it. And there's no way I was going to beg. I could not beg. Like, I would rather die than beg. But my body, I was so used to begging. I didn't know any other way. I didn't have the strength for an alternative. So I went to therapy to get help. And since then, I've been going to therapy. I went to therapy twice. This was a private place. And then I registered to go through therapy through the government. I waited quite a few months. And I only started last year. And I've been going over a year now. I think it was early last year. I've been going every 2 weeks. I don't know where I would be without therapy. I also speak here on YouTube, which is extremely therapeutic. I also speak openly with the children. I speak to my friends. I've got quite a lot of support. I've got friends who take me out, check on me. I have an extra community, sisterhood. People check on me at church. Listen, I've got so much support. I'm so grateful. I know a lot of people are very much alone, and we spoke about this thing on the divorce series, that it is very much an alone journey. It is, and people can only support you so far, but I truly have felt so much support. And from you guys, your comments, goodness me, you guys have strengthened me so much. Even when I didn't feel much support physically in my locality, like with people that are with me, you guys kept me going. Like, I was always having support. If it's not from you guys, it's someone else. There's always someone in my inbox sharing what they're going through. So that's how I've been coping. Lots of prayer, lots of I tried to sort of work out during the day. Yeah, there's been like working out and then falling down, going to binging, but then back to working out, which really helps with mental health. Just trying to be positive, and singing. Singing has helped me so much as well with coping. So those are sorts of things, my family, that's what I have done. How am I holding up? I'm good. I watch a lot of YouTube as well, watching YouTube, reading about mental strength, letting go, dealing with a narcissist. I watched a lot. Oh my goodness, a lot of videos on narcissism, like all these narcissism people on YouTube. I think I've subscribed to all of them, and I have I'm on a support group, a couple of support groups on Facebook for people who were in narcissistic relationships. Those are a lifeline. That's how I coped initially. So all that has really strengthened me, helped me to keep positive and let go, to be able to manage, the serenity prayer. Lord, give me the, where is it? Lord, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the wisdom, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That has truly helped me. It's helped me. Of course, it's still a daily struggle. We're still trying to fight for things to happen a certain way, but yeah, if you can make peace with the fact that you can only control what you can, it will really help you, yeah. Your mental health comes first, so just look after you. Try to take it easy on you. Be very patient with yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself, relearn, rediscover, redefine, get to know you. Who are you outside this man? I was with this man 20 years, over 20 years, so who are you? What do you love? What do you like to do? What do you enjoy to do? It's difficult process. It's a painful process, but you get to a point where you are now seeing yourself as you, not as someone's wife or someone's husband. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. Thank you for asking. That's how I'm coping. What's your reason for publicizing your divorce? The women that are sharing how much that my story has been strengthening them, that's the reason. I guess this question also could be, what was my reason for publicizing my marriage, my love, my family? So we were very much public people, dancing, singing, doing all sorts on social media. And when we separated, I was quiet for a while, not because I wanted to hide it, because I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't ashamed. Thank God. I had been all the other years that I was begging the shame. I was thinking, oh my goodness, because we get the shame. There's no shame, guys. There's no shame. It's life. It's part of life. It's no shame. It's pain. No shame. Pain. Okay? Let us mourn the loss of our marriages. It is pain. It is no shame. You've done nothing wrong. Please. So I was off social media altogether, because I know, he pretty much moves on very, very quickly. And I think the week before, he had written on Facebook about how amazing I am and everything. And then the week after, there was already someone else in his life. So there were people talking. There were people telling me that people are talking. There were people asking me, my sister, are you divorced? I'm hearing this and that. I thought, you know what? I'm going to own it. I'm going to come onto this platform. I'm going to make an announcement. From then on, I don't have to answer questions. Anyone that asks, we just forward the link. And anyone that wants to gossip, they can gossip about facts. Just gossip about something that I've told you. It's fine. I don't mind. Talk whatever you want to say. But I don't like gossip about my business that's uninformed. I just felt, please let me give you here gossip about this is what's happening. You can gossip about it. That's fine. I don't mind. Just do what you need to, but I'm gonna be the source. I'm gonna tell you my story. Yeah. Okay. Do you regret getting married young? Yes and no. I mean, I don't think getting married young is a problem. I don't think it's the problem. I think my situation was a problem. My marriage, the whole thing just started wrong. It was just wrong from the get-go. I don't think the issue was be married young. Because there's quite a lot of people that get married young and they have beautiful marriages. Because I believe even in the Bible, people got married young, 16. Marriage was a community thing, so you had support. So marriages succeeded, and thrived. So for us in a different setting, we started wrong. I think that was the main thing, plus who I married. It wasn't the youngness, but I feel the youngness played a part in how I could not, how I thought like a child, because he confessed being with someone 2 days before the wedding. Now, my 19-year-old mind could not put my mother through that, could not put my family through that, the cancellation, because at that point, I felt God say, forgive, but this man is not ready. Like, it was just so clear in my mind. I knew that, okay, we should not get married. Forgive him, but there's no marriage. You can talk about whether or not you continue with the relationship or what you want to do. You clearly don't know him. Secondly, he's clearly not ready for marriage. So let's take time. Let's talk. But I'm thinking all the costs that have been done. I mean, the wedding was organized in 2 weeks. Because I was going back to uni, which was like 5 hours drive from where he was, and he had just paid lobola, and from then on, he could marry me whenever, and it was just going to be cheaper for us to just get married than that expensive relationship, the 6 months relationship. No, it was 9 months, but it was 9 months. It wasn't really 6. I've always thought it was 6 months, but it was 9. Because we started talking in August, and October. We first saw each other December. He proposed in April. We got married in July. And the plan was to marry when I'm 25. So I ended up getting married at 19. So I was just thinking, my goodness. And then when I go back to uni, because at the res, he would come surprise me on Fridays. He's driven all the way, has come to see me. And everyone was talking. People didn't have any positive things to say, you see. So I was thinking, oh, those girls, now they're going to say, yeah, who did you think you were with your doctor boyfriend? Where is he now? Of course, he had to dump you or whatever. Like, that's how I was thinking. I was like, there's no way. I'm not dumping this guy. We're getting married. We're going to sort it out. We have forever to sort it out. We're going to get in there and we will sit down and chat. How did that happen? How did you get there? Not knowing that after marriage, he's not going to have any time for me. Like, it's like, yeah. So I regret marrying him, knowing everything. Like, at that point, I regret not listening to my gut instinct or listening to what I felt was God. That's what I regret. Not marrying young. If that makes sense. What's your reason? Where am I? Okay. Were there any signs while you were dating that you possibly ignored that hinted the type of men you were marrying? So, like I say, people were not happy. Like, people could not be happy for me. It was just happening so fast. Because there were signs, there were red flags everywhere, all over my face, but I didn't see them. Or rather, they were pink. Like, I didn't see, because I didn't know about narcissistic personality disorder. I didn't understand love bombing. I thought that is love, grandiose gifts, grandiose gestures, always calling, always wanting to know what you're doing, always there, like sweeping you off your feet. You can't even think, like everything happening so fast and furious. Hey, this person loves you, they would die without you. I mean, he never said that, but that's how it felt. Like, it was so much love and I needed it. I had just come out of a relationship. I was heartbroken, and he came. It was a knight in shining armor. My goodness, he was a stranger. I didn't know him. He called me and he was fun and he was just everything that I had on my list. And of course, only in hindsight, I realized, no, he was asking questions. He was so interested in me. He knew my list because he asked, and he simply became my list, you know? So at the time, I didn't know that all these things are red flags. I just saw someone who loves me, who just loves me, passionate, who is just, do you understand? So he was just perfect. You know, I didn't even know that is a red flag. But he was just perfect. So no, there were no red flags that I saw, because I didn't know those things were red flags. Yeah. Do you feel like your time / youth was wasted on or with your ex? Yes. Yeah, there's no need to explain that. Yes, that's how I feel. General question. Okay, we'll skip this one. It's about how is it in Australia as a migrant? It's good. Maybe but the Q&A was for divorce, my brother. I don't know, you could be a sister. Just message me on my other platforms, Mahali, Facebook, or LETHO Hadi on Instagram. We can talk about any question that you have about living in Australia. Okay. Pardon me. If he were to come back and apologize for everything, would you take him back? No. Let's move on. How's your relation? Okay. Do you want to know why? Guys, honestly, I would rather be killed and tortured and burnt to the stake than marry him again. Yeah. But I would be his friend. He's a good person. Like he's toxic, extremely toxic as a husband, or at least he was to me. But he's brilliant as a friend. He's good company. He's funny. I would be his friend. But marry him, cut my hands and fingers and toes and listen, do anything you want. Crucify me. I'm not marrying that man. Okay, how's your relationship with your ex's family? Do you guys get along? Oh, okay, I think this person missed my video that I did about how my in-laws reacted to the news of the divorce. I should probably end all these videos. I'm such a terrible YouTuber. Okay, this is on 28 minutes. I don't think I'm going to edit, so apologies for anything, my burping and everything. Because when I edit, because I do everything on my phone. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong side. I do everything on my phone. So when I edit, I take it onto iMovie. I edit, then to save it back onto the phone, it's a problem. I have to delete all my apps, and the one with the biggest space, or one of the ones, it's WhatsApp. I delete it. I have so many important messages. I have things I'm doing this weekend. I can't lose those things. When I delete it, once I've saved this on the phone, then I can delete it. I can delete the original recording. And after I've uploaded this one onto YouTube, I can delete it from my phone, then re-download all my apps. When I re-download, I have lost all my WhatsApp history. So I can't afford to lose any history. Sorry for that long-winded explanation. I can't afford to lose any history. So I think I'll just upload this without the intro and outro, without edits. So I do apologize. My relationship with... I don't want to single out people, but I have a relationship with my nieces. So his nieces and his cousins and some other people that may not want the other people to know I have a relationship with them. But yeah, so it's complicated. But the reports I got, because my children went home in July with him, reports I got is that everyone misses me. Everyone wished I was there. So he had gone home to do his 50th party. So everyone wanted me to be there. So I guess, well, that's not answering what the relationship is like. It's complicated. The relationship is complicated. But my brother still has a relationship with his brother, and my sister still has a relationship with his sister. So, and my mom and his mom, they're still talking. So, yeah. People are still having their own relations, because we were a family for 20 years. So, you know, our children are still keeping us family. Yeah. Yes, I still see them as family. I don't see him as my family. But I see them as family. It's complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. I know you guys are gonna come for me. Some of you are gonna come for me. Oh, it's a problem. You still see them as your family. Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, last question. Because I lost 2 questions on WhatsApp, and I do apologize for the reasons I mentioned. Right. How are you coping now? Okay, there was someone, I answered this, didn't I? There was someone who asked this. Have you gotten to a place of acceptance? Yes. How I'm coping, I've mentioned. I have gotten to a place of acceptance. I accepted the day, I mentioned this on the video. I said the video I was announcing the divorce, that the moment in therapy, the moment they mentioned narcissistic personality disorder, and I went to do my own research, that's when I accepted. That's when I accepted, because I knew there's nothing there. Then that's when I just accepted, and knowing that they get worse with age, I just completely made peace with my situation. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. My goodness, I'm so worried about all the in between because I'm not editing this, but yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for bearing with me. God bless you guys. I love you, but remember that God loves you even more, and that is true. Ciao, ciao. Stay wonderful. Okay, remember you're head and not the tail, above and not beneath. You were created for a purpose. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. Please, head up, chest out, walk tall, for you are the daughter and the son of the Most High God. Your Father owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. All right? Yes, yes. The righteous will never be forsaken.